Hey guys, welcome back. So today we'll be discussing UPSC Preliminary Exam 2021 paper. You can also visit our website www.earthrun.co.in for getting study material for competitive exams like UPSC and more. So now let's begin with the discussion. So the first question says that which of the following is the reason why astronomical distances are measured in light years? Option A says distances among the stellar bodies do not change. So this is wrong because the distances between the stellar bodies do change. Option B says gravity of stellar bodies does not change. This is also wrong because gravity also changes. Statement C says that light always travels in a straight line. This is wrong as well because light changes its direction. And statement D says that speed of light is always same. So this is the correct option because the speed of light is always same, that is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So here the correct option will be D. Coming to the next question. It says we adopted parliamentary democracy based on the British model, but how does our model differ from that model? And statement 1 says, as regards legislation, the British Parliament is supreme or sovereign, but in India the power of the Parliament to legislate is limited. So here we all know that in British there is a concept of parliamentary sovereign, and we also know that in the case of Keshwan and Bharti it is said that the power of Parliament to legislate is subjected to the concept of basic structure. So here statement A is correct. Now coming to statement 2, in India matters related to the constitutionality of the amendment of an act of the Parliament are referred to the Constitution Bench by the Supreme Court. So this statement is wrong because anyone can appeal to the court. So therefore only option A is correct. So the correct answer will be option A. Coming to the next question, that is 28th. It says that with reference to the union government, consider the following statements. N. Gopalswamy Langar Committee suggested that a minister and a secretary he designated solely for pursuing the subject of administrative reform and promoting it. Statement 2 says that in 1970 the Department of Personnel was constituted on the recommendation of the Administrative Reforms Commission 1966, and this was placed under the Prime Minister's charge. So this statement is wrong because it was kept under Cabinet Secretariat and not under Prime Minister's charge. So here the correct option will be D, that is neither 1 nor 2. Coming to the 29th question, it says right to privacy is protected under which article of the Constitution of India? So here the correct option is C, that is Article 21. Now coming to the 30th question, it says consider the following statements. In India there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from 3 constituencies. So this statement is wrong because we know that no candidate can contest in Lok Sabha election from more than one constituency. So this makes this statement wrong. Second statement says that in 1991 Lok Sabha election, Shri Devi Lal contested from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. So this statement is correct because in 1991 it was allowed to contest from more than one place. Now coming to the third question, it says that as per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, his or her party should bear the cost of by-elections to the constituencies vacated by him or her in the event of him or her winning in all the constituencies. So this statement is wrong. So here the correct option will be B, that is only statement 2 is correct. Now coming to the 31st question, it says that the vegetation of savanna consists of grassland with scattered small trees, but extensive areas have no trees. The forest development in such areas is generally kept in check by one or more or a combination of some conditions. So which of the following are such conditions? So here we are given with the 5 options and we have to choose the correct statement. So normally we know that for the formation of forest we need soil and rainfall. These two are the basic conditions that we need for the formation of forest. So here we can find these two options in statement 4 and 5. So the correct option will be B, that is 4 and 5. Coming to the next question. It says, with reference to the water on the planet Earth, consider the following statements. Statement 1 says that the amount of water in the rivers and lakes is more than the amount of groundwater. So this statement is wrong because amount of water in groundwater is more as compared to the amount of water present in rivers. Next, statement 2 says that the amount of water in polar ice caps and glaciers is more than the amount of groundwater. So here also the second statement is absolutely correct. So the correct option is 2 only, that is B. Coming to the next question, it says that consider the following statements. Statement 1, moringa or drumstick tree is a leguminous evergreen tree. So drumstick trees are evergreen, but they are not leguminous. That's why statement 1 is considered as wrong. Next, statement 2 says that tamarind tree is endemic to South Asia. This is also wrong because tamarind tree is endemic to Africa. Next, statement 3 says that in India most of the tamarind is collected as minor forest produce. So this statement is correct. Fourth statement says that India exports tamarind and seeds of moringa. And fifth statement says that seeds of moringa and tamarind can be used in the production of biofuels. So here both the statements, that is statement 4 and 5, are correct. So the correct option will be B, that is statement 3, 4 and 5. Next, coming to the 34th question. It says that the black cotton soil of India has been formed due to the weathering off. So here we must know that black cotton soil is formed due to the weathering of igneous rock. So we have to find among these options that which one will form the igneous rock. So the correct option will be the volcanic rock, that is fissure volcanic rock, because after the volcanic eruption the soil which gets solidifies, it forms the igneous rock. Coming to the next question, that is 35th. With reference to recent developments regarding recombinant vector vaccines, consider the following statements. So first of all, we must know that what is recombinant. So recombination, it's basically a process by which pieces of DNA are broken and they are recombined to produce new combinations of alleles. And this technology is known as recombinant DNA technology. And the second word here we can see is vector. Here vector means carrier. So let's look at the statements now. Statement 1 says that genetic engineering is applied in the development of these vaccines. This statement is absolutely true. Now statement 2 says that bacteria and viruses are used as vectors. So this one is also correct because bacteria can carry DNA. Similarly is the case with the virus. Virus can also carry DNA. So this makes option C correct, that is both 1 and 2 statements are correct. Now coming to the 36th question, it says that in the context of hereditary diseases, consider the following statements. So first of all, we must know that what are hereditary diseases. Hereditary diseases basically are those diseases which are transferred from parents to their offsprings. Now let's look at the statements. It says that passing on mitochondrial diseases from parent to child can be prevented by mitochondrial replacement therapy either before or after in vitro fertilization of egg. So mitochondrial replacement therapy, it is also known as by the name MRT, and this concept is also known by the name 3-parent baby. So here what happens that mother mitochondrial DNA is removed and donor parent's mitochondria is inserted. So this statement, that is statement 1, is correct. Coming to the statement 2, it says that a child inherits mitochondrial diseases entirely from mother and not from father. So this statement is also correct, because in this mitochondrial replacement therapy, the child inherits mitochondrial diseases from his or her mother only and not from the father. So this makes option C correct, that is both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Coming to the 37th question, it says that Bolgard 1 and Bolgard 2 technologies are mentioned in the context of. So first of all, we must know that in 2002, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, that is ICAR, they developed a new type of genetically modified cotton. They were known as Bolgard 1. And in 2006, they developed a second variety known as Bolgard 2. And these plants are pest resistant. So now coming to the statements, it says that clonal propagation of crop plants. So option A is wrong, because we have seen that Bolgard 1 and 2 are genetically modified plants which are pest resistant. Second is developing genetically modified crop plants. This statement is correct. Option C says that production of plant growth substances. This is wrong. And option D says that production of biofertilizers. This statement is also wrong. So here the correct option will be B. Coming to the 38th question, it says that in a pressure cooker, the temperature at which the food is cooked depends mainly upon which of the following. First one is area of the hole in the lid. So yes, it depends on that, because the hole in the lid helps in releasing the excess pressure. Second says the temperature of the flame. This is also correct, because at high temperature food will be cooked faster. Option 3 says that weight of the lid. This doesn't matter. The weight of the lid doesn't matter. So the correct option will be A, that is statement 1 and 2 are correct. Coming to the 39th question, it says that consider the following: bacteria, fungi and virus. Which of the above can be cultured in artificial synthetic medium? Now, what is artificial synthetic medium? So this term is used by biotechnologists in biotechnology labs to artificially culture and grow organisms. We require some food to live and to grow and develop. Similarly, these microorganisms also need artificial synthetic medium to grow and develop. It is like a home to them. Now coming to the options, it says option 1 and 2. So bacteria can be grown in laboratory in artificial synthetic medium. Fungi can also be grown in artificial synthetic medium. But viruses, they can't be grown in artificial synthetic medium, because they are parasitic in nature, means they require host cell, and in artificial synthetic medium we cannot provide them any cell. So here the option A will be correct one. Next question, that is 40th. It says consider the following statements: adenoviruses have single-stranded DNA genomes, whereas retroviruses have double-stranded DNA genomes. So this we all know that DNA is a double-stranded, so this makes this statement wrong. Now second one, it says common cold is sometimes caused by an adenovirus, whereas AIDS is caused by a retrovirus. So this is correct, because adenovirus is caused by common cold and AIDS is usually caused by HIV, and HIV is a retrovirus. So this makes option B correct, that is only statement 2 is correct. Coming to the 41st question, it says how is permaculture farming different from conventional chemical farming? So permaculture farming, it's the type of farming that has been in practice since ancient time. It's also called as primitive farming. And the farming which we are using today or which we are practicing today is known as conventional farming. Now let's look at the options. Statement 1 says that permacultural farming discourages monoculture practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practices are predominant. So this statement is absolutely correct. Statement 2, conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but the occurrence of such phenomena is not observed in permaculture farming. So this statement is also correct, because in conventional farming we are using fertilizers, so soil salinity will increase. Now statement 3, it says conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid regions, but permaculture farming is not so easily possible in such regions. This statement is wrong, because permaculture can be practiced in semi-arid regions. Next is, practice of mulching is very important in permaculture farming, but not necessarily so in conventional chemical farming. So mulching. So what is mulching? Mulching is the process where the top layer of soil is covered with tree leaves, grasses, to inhibit the growth of weeds in our soil. So this statement, that is statement 4, is also correct. So this makes option B correct, that is statement 1, 2 and 4 are the correct ones. Now coming to 42nd question, it says, with reference to palm oil, consider the following statements. First, the palm oil tree is native to Southeast Asia. It's correct. Second, the palm oil is a raw material for some industries producing lipstick and perfumes. This is correct as well. And the third statement says that palm oil can be used to produce biodiesel. This statement is also correct. In fact, any type of vegetable oil can be used to produce biodiesel. So this makes option D correct, that is 1, 2 and 3. Coming to 43, it says, with reference to the Indus River system of the following 4 rivers, 3 of them pour into one of them which joins the Indus direct. Among the following, which one is such river that joins the Indus direct? So here the correct answer is Satluj. Chenab, Satluj, Ravi, Jhelum and Beas, they are the tributaries of Indus river, and Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Beas, they all meet Satluj river, and Satluj eventually meets Indus river near Mithankot region. So here the correct option will be the Satluj. Now coming to 44th, it says, with reference to India, Didwana, Kachman, Sargol and Khatu are the names of. So these are the names of saline lakes. These are the lakes which are present in Rajasthan. Therefore, option D is correct. Next, coming to 45th, it says, consider the following rivers. Which of the above rivers rise from Eastern Ghats? So here river Nagwali and river Vamsdhara arises from Eastern Ghats. So this makes option B correct, that is 2nd and 4th. Coming to 46th question, it says, consider the following statements. The Global Ocean Commission grants licenses for seabed exploration and mining in international waters. So here, in place of Global Ocean Commission, it should be International Seaway Authority. So statement 1 is wrong. It says, second says that India has received licenses for seabed mineral exploration in international waters. Yes, India has received license for seabed mineral exploration in international waters. So this makes statement 2 correct. Statement 3 says that rare earth minerals are present on seafloor in international waters. Statement 3 is also correct. So the correct option will be B, that is statement 2nd and 3rd are the correct ones. Coming to 47th question, it says, among the following, which one is the least water efficient crop? So the correct option is A, that is sugarcane, because in the irrigation of sugarcane we use lot of water, but water use efficiency of that plant is very less. That's why sugarcane is the correct option here. Coming to the next question, it says, consider the following statements. Statement 1, in the tropical zone, the western sections of the oceans are warmer than the eastern sections owing to the influence of trade winds. So here there's difference in temperature between eastern and western sections, but it's not because of the trade winds, it's because of the ocean currents. That's why statement 1 will be the wrong. Coming to statement 2, it says in the temperate zone, westerlies make the eastern sections of oceans warmer than the western sections. Again, this statement is also wrong because westerlies is a type of wind, and as we have seen above that wind does not influence temperature. It's the ocean currents that influence the temperature. Therefore, the correct option will be D. That is, neither statement 1 nor 2 are the correct. Next, coming to the question number 49, it says in the context of India's preparation for climate smart agriculture, consider the following statements. Now, climate smart agriculture is the new concept where a few villages are selected and the government tries to make these villages climate smart. So look at the options now. It says the climate smart village approach in India is the part of the project led by the Climate Change Agriculture and Food Security and International Research Program. Statement 1 is absolutely correct. Statement 2 says that the project of CCAFS is required out under consultative group on International Agricultural Research headquartered in France. This statement is correct as well. And the third statement says that the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics in India is one of the CGIARS research center. Statement 3 here is also correct. So the correct option will be the D, that is statement 1, 2 and 3. Coming to the last question. It says leaf litter decomposes faster than in any other biome, and as a result the soil surface is often almost bare. Apart from trees, the vegetation is largely composed of plant forms that reach up into the canopy vicariously by climbing the trees or growing as epiphytes rooted on the upper branches of tree. This is the most likely description of. So here the description is given and we have to find that which kind of forest are they talking about in this paragraph. So here in this paragraph they are basically talking about creepers and climbers, because creepers and climbers are the type of plants which move upwards for sunlight, because there the forest is very dense and humid. So here the correct option will be the tropical rainforest, that is option D. Thank you.